Hey, my name is Jana and I'd like to show you how to sew these really well fitting nappy covers. They come in two different sizes, a small one and a big one. Both of them have snaps in the front, so you can adjust them in size. From the inside, they look like this. They have a pocket in the front and in the back, so you can put the pre-fold properly in and it won't wiggle around. But any other material inside will be fine too, any other soaking material. And it's a lot of fun to make these, and it saves a lot of money too. And afterwards, when you see them on the baby, it's a pretty damn good feeling. So have fun sewing these. I show you how they sit on my babies and enjoy. Right, so you take the cover and your pattern, and then you trace where the snaps go. Now you take your snap and you push it through the little fabric stripe, either straight away through both holes, or you take a needle first and you poke little holes into it, and then it's a little bit easier. And afterwards you put the male part on top of it, and with the plier you fasten that snap. But before you use the plier, you want to make sure your little stripe is nice and straight, lined up with the other dots. Otherwise it gets a bit crooked like my first one. So make sure you don't skip that step. Now the Velcro is attached to the nappy, and your next step is to sew the sides where the elastic goes in, where the legs are sitting. So you fold it in roughly 1.5 to 2 centimeters, and you just fix it down with a clip. And all you need to do next is sew along one corner to the another corner in a straight stitch. So now the sides are finished, and next you need to fix the pockets to the nappy so that the pre-fold sits in there nice and snug. First you're going to close with a zigzag stitch the opening, then next you need to fix the Velcro, the fluffy side of the Velcro, to the pocket, just the fleece side. And now you can, where that is done, place them this way. And now we want to just fix them with some clips to each other before we sew it. So make sure you do this the right way. So the side with the Velcro on the inside, and the pretty side is also on the inside, so both laminated sides are showing out. And you do that to both sides. Now you see here in the corner, that's where you want to sew around, but you start really far at the edge, so you fold out the corner a little bit. See where my thumb is kind of, that's where you start, and then you go all the way around with a straight stitch. The same goes for the other side. You wonder, oh, there's a little bit standing out, what do I do there? And you do the same, just fold out the corner as far as you can and start there, just that little corner. The rest will fall into place when you turn it around, then it will fold in. So don't worry about it. Just be brave and go ahead with it. So now where you're finished, you want to make sure you got all the materials. So just check and look on both sides, have you cut everything? And when that is the case, you start to just trim the edges a little bit, so it's 1/2 centimeter, you trim it so it's not as bulky. And don't cut the corners. Now you turn it inside out. Looks good. Just make sure you go right into the corners. So now you need to do a top stitch all the way around to make it look nice and flat, and it just looks better. You do that on both pocket sides. The only tricky bit is here at the corner, but you can manage that. You just fold it in a little bit and then you stitch on top of it, and make sure you leave the opening for the elastic, but that will automatically happen when you stay to the edge. This will stay open, so go for it. So now you just need to do the little tunnel for the elastic on the back. So you check on your pattern where exactly it starts and mark it with the clips, and then you just go 1.5 centimeter down and just straight stitch down. You want to fix the Velcro now to the nappy. I took my 2 bits. So you take the hooky part up facing you and the fluffy part down, and I trimmed off the corners, so I just prefer it like that. And over the edge there you go 2 times, and around you go 1. So next you want to do the elastic. It's very easy. So you take a blunt needle or a safety pin, thread it through, and then you sew up one side, you stretch it over to the other side and sew it up again. So just make sure that the sewing up, you go over it 3 or 4 times just to make sure. And to do that on all the sides where the elastic goes, the back and the side. I find 15 centimeters a good length, but I would cut off the elastic a little bit longer. Just give it 2 centimeters, maybe longer, just in case you want to tighten or you want to loosen it. And you can open one side and adjust it to the size your baby's legs are, if you need to. It's handy to have that option. Now your nappy is finished. It's looking good. It's very proud of the nice end product here. This was my first video, so I would really appreciate if you leave a like or a comment below. Many thanks. Bye. And don't forget, with your leftover material, fabric, you can make a really nice nappy bag or shower cap.
Small and big blanket. I myself. Be and simple to solve. So why not? Yeah, why not?